I'm back. This is part 2 of our grade level writing portfolio explanation. In my previous presentation, I went over some of the different sections of the portfolio and we looked at the portfolio rubric. So here we have the portfolio rubric and we talked about the introductory parts of the portfolio. We talked about how your portfolio will be based on teaching 4 different writing genres with prompts and rubrics for each of those genres. And there will also be assessment of the portfolio and formative assessment in these described here. You're going to describe writing conferences and how you're going to showcase student writing. Now, it seems like a lot, and the way that it's going to be broken up is that each week your group will be required to submit different parts of this. It's not that you're completing the whole portfolio week by week, however. You're completing parts of it, and your group needs to make sure that you are including and refining everything so that it all comes together. For example, in one of the weeks, I have you write one writing prompt for each genre. So, and you turn those in and get feedback on them. However, you actually need 3 writing prompts. So it's like you're practicing. You're going to write one prompt for each genre and try it out and get feedback from me, and then you can write the other 2 prompts that you need for each genre. So you'll need to fill some things in, but week by week you're going to be completing different things related to this portfolio that will help you move forward in the work that you need to do. So if you go to our Blackboard site, right here you see the module components that are week by week. And I will refer to these within each of the modules as well. But here, if you click on this, what you get is this document right here. So this document has what you need to do in each module toward the portfolio project. For example, in Module 1, you're signing up for your groups. So that's what you're doing in Module 1 for your portfolio groups. In Module 2, you'll be writing your biographies and getting organized as a group. So once your group is set up at the end of Module 1, in Module 2 you're going to be doing things that really help you to start the group process in an effective way and to get organized as a group. Module 3 will be about the content and themes. Each of the things we do each week is related to that module's content. So Module 3 is about subject matter and content, so you're going to be doing something related to what we read about and talk about that week. Module 4 is about the writing process. Module 5, designing tasks and prompts. So as you can see, in each module you'll be doing part of the portfolio that relates to what we're talking about in the module. Okay, so you can look at this document week by week to see what you need to be doing, and I will also refer back to it during the modules, and at times I provide additional information to this. Okay. Now, so as I said, once you have signed up for your groups, you will need to figure out how your group is going to work together. One thing that people say about doing this is a collaborative project, right? And one of the things we're going to talk about in my class is that when you teach collaborative writing or you teach collaborative projects, there needs to be explicit instruction and scaffolding of collaboration itself. People aren't just born being able to collaborate with each other. It's a learned skill. There's a number of things people need to learn about how to work effectively together. I'm not saying that this class will do all of that for you, but I want to support your group process as much as I can. So in that vein, let's look at the getting started aspect of your group process. I want you to start by going through the slides here that are in this PowerPoint and that I'm talking about now, and go through this process with your group. One thing you're going to do is, after you sign up for a group and after we make clear who exactly each group is going to be, you're going to contact your assigned group members and come to an agreement about the group process. You're going to discuss how you will complete this project together, and once that is decided, you can begin to generate ideas for the portfolio and divide up tasks. Begin working as soon as possible because this is a big project. The first thing I want you to do in order to get the group process started is to reflect on a time when you were a member of a group. Did the group work together well? What allowed that to happen? Did the group work poorly? What got in the way? Focus specifically on the conditions that supported or prevented full participation, either by you or by others. Any comments related specifically to group process in online classes, if you've had online classes before, would be helpful. You're going to post your comments on this to your fellow group members in the discussion board forum for your group. So when you go to Blackboard and you click on groups, here you're going to sign up for groups. But down here, let's just say the whole class group. Why is it not letting me open that? Okay, I'm going to sign up for this group. Okay, I'm signing up. Now, here you can see that once I've signed up for a group, it has various tools that you can use. This is the group discussion board right here. You would click on that and click on this again and create a thread. There you go. And once you create a thread, you just give your message a subject, and you can type in here and click submit, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to post to this poor groups page. And then communicate with your group mates that way. Once your group mates have posted, you can click on reply to their post, and that will allow you to communicate with them. So you're going to post your thoughts about what works well and what doesn't work well in a group process and reply to each other and talk about it. The other thing that I want you to do, continuing your discussion on discussion boards, I want you to decide on a set of group norms that you can all agree to and live with for the quarter. It should cover things like interpersonal norms, how you want to communicate with each other, the kind of privacy or confidentiality that you want, the amount of airtime that you want to spend. Some people are willing to spend a lot of time, others would rather restrict the amount of time they spend on this, or there may be specific times that people can participate. Some people have jobs, some people have children, so communicating at certain times of day is not possible for them. So you need to be aware of other people's schedules, other people's time, the amount of time or the specific kind of time that you expect from them. Not everyone works in the same way, so you need to discuss these things, and you need to make it really explicit so other people understand why they emailed you at 8 in the morning and you're not responding till 11 p.m. at night. Maybe you have a job, or you're taking care of your kids, whatever it may be. Maybe you're teaching classes. So let people know what's going on with you and how you prefer to engage in the group process. And this is where you can also talk about which kind of format you want. Do you want to use Blackboard? Would you rather use a different format? What kind of format are you going to agree to use? Now I want you to, once you get done with that, you're going to think about these ideas that I have written here. some of the things that you need to consider. Um, one thing that I want you to definitely include is come up with a specific plan for the conditions in which a group member can be removed from the group. I hate to do it, but every quarter there's one person who is really breaching the expectations of what's supposed to be occurring in the group, and they don't actively participate, and their group members don't want to have them in the group anymore. So it helps me if you come up with a specific plan for the things that you expect from group members, and if they don't do it, you will remove them from the group. I want all of this to be typed up as a contract, which includes your list of names and preferred contact information, and then specific terms under which a group member can be removed, and how you plan to work together. And you need to send this contract to me, the instructor, by email by the end of Module 2. If your group really prefers, you can engage in an alternative portfolio format. As it stands, I want everyone to use an e-portfolio. However, if you really have a major issue with that, let me know, and it might be possible for your group to do the portfolio as a PDF. But there are great resources for creating e-portfolios. Google Sites is one, and the sample that I showed you was a Google Sites sample. Let me show it to you again. This is Google Sites. So here's the introduction, author biographies, explanation of writing genres. This is Google Sites, and it works really well. However, in our portfolio folder, grade level portfolio, I have some other tools for creating e-portfolios. So if you click on this link, this is an article in Edutopia which explains different tools for creating e-portfolios, and you can read through the strengths and weaknesses of each and decide what works for you. Google Sites is a good one, and there are others as well. You'll see on the samples that a lot of people have used certain spaces to create their e-portfolios. So that is it for the introduction to our e-portfolio for teaching writing. As we go through the quarter, you'll get more information about this, and I'm sure you'll have questions, so please feel free to contact me. But the first thing to do is to sign up for your group, and then read through these instructions, and then decide as a group how you're going to work together. If you could do all that by the end of Module 2, you'll be in good shape. Okay, take care, you guys.